First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So friends, in this lesson number 2, so now in the topic profit and loss, we are going to solve some of the fundamentals like questions, this basic question on the topic profit and loss, right? Once you know this kinds of fundamentals, right, how to solve a basic question, then solving a little bit medium level and little bit high level questions will be very easy. So before watching this video, do not forget to watch lesson number 1. That is the first lesson, that is introduction about profit and loss. So there in the introduction video, that is on lesson number 1, we have learned 3 important formula, right? The first formula, how to find a profit. So profit is equal to selling price minus cost price, and the profit percentage, always whether it is a profit percentage or it is a loss percentage, the denominator will be cost price. I have told you why the denominator is cost price. So formula number 2 is important, and formula number 3 is most important. If the selling price has been given and the profit percentage has been given, how to find the cost price, or else if the cost price value has been given, loss percentage has been given, how to find the selling price. So all those things I have mentioned in the third formula. So third formula, all these 3 formulas are most important. Do not buy at any formulas. Without by adding, try to understand how we derive the formulas in lesson number 1, right? And in lesson number 1 itself, I have told you one important thing. 99% of the question on the topic profit and loss will be based on percentage value. 5% loss, 20% gain. So most of the values in the question will be in the form of percentages. So that's the reason in lesson number 1 I have told you. So before watching this lesson number 2, learn percentage lesson number 1, right? So I have taught you on a chalkboard, only one video I have taught in a chalkboard, right? So percentage lesson number 1, you can search on my channel. So learn that lesson number 1. So learn all the different kinds of method, how to find a percentage value, right? Once you're strong on the basics of percentage, only one lesson is enough. If you learn that basics of percentage, then solving all the question on the profit and loss will be very simple. Applying in a formula will be very simple, right? So, and another important thing, after watching this video, do not forget to write the test, right? Practice is more and more important. So just go to my website, feelfreetolearn.com, or else you can visit my, you can download my mobile application in Google Play Store, Feel Free to Learn. So there inside the quantitative aptitude, you can able to see profit and loss. So there will be 4 or 5 tests contain 25 questions. So after watching every video, do not forget to write the test. So friends, now let me move on to all the, I think I have taken 8 or 10 questions here. So let me move on to all the 8 basic level question on this lesson number 2. So here is the first question. So Krish buys a watch for rupees 350 and sell it for rupees 392. So find out his percentage of profit. So our target is to find what is the percentage profit that he got if he buys a watch for 350 and he sold that watch for how much rupees? 392 rupees. So friends, if you are a beginner, right, if you are first time, if you are learning this profit and loss topic, do one thing. Write what is called as selling price. What number will be the selling price? Here, Krish buys a watch. If he buys a watch, which will be the cost price? So cost price of the watch, that is 350, right? So write like this. Initially I am saying after practicing 10 or 20 questions, this is not required, right? First time if you are learning, write like this. So cost price is 350. So what about the selling price? He sold the watch for how much rupees? 392 rupees. So here itself you can decide, right? If he buys a watch for 350 and he sells for 392, whether it is a profit or a loss, it's a profit, right? He got a profit. So our target is to find that amount profit is how much percentage, right? So we need to find what is profit percentage. So this is the second formula what we learned. So profit percentage, if we need to find a profit percentage or a loss percentage, always divided by CP, cost price. So cost price is how much? 350 into 100. So numerator. Because of profit percentage, the numerator value should be profit. So how much profit here? The cost price is 350, selling price is 392. So how much more he got and sell? He was like 42 rupees more and he sold the watch. So 42 rupees will be the profit. Selling price minus cost price, right, which is 42 rupees. So 0, 0, cancel it on 5 table. 7 5s are 35, 5 2s are 10, 1 7s are 7, 6 7s are 42. So profit percentage will be 12 percentage. So this 42 rupees, right? So the profit amount that he got after selling a watch is 42 rupees. But our target is to find that 42 rupees is how much percentage. So that's the reason we divided by the cost price of the product. Cost price, profit rupees into 100, resultant will be the profit percentage, right? So remember one thing, this is the second formula what we learned in the previous lesson. Kindly do not by heart the formula. Each and every formula you should know how we derived, right? If you by heart the formula, definitely in the exams you will forget it. So do not by heart the formula. Make sure to learn how we derive this formula, CP, numerator, every value. Then you won't make any mistake while solving the questions, right? So friends, answer for the first question is how much profit will be 12 percentage. Question number 2. So Ramu purchased a bicycle for 5,200 rupees and spent rupees 800 on his repair. So he had to sell it for 5,500. Find out his profit or a loss percentage. So our target is to find whether it is a profit or a loss, and we need to find that percentage, whether it is a profit percentage or else it is a loss percentage. So first let me understand the question. So he purchased a bicycle. If he purchased a bicycle, so that will be the cost price of the bicycle, which is 5,200 rupees, and then he spent 800 rupees for repair. So plus 800 rupees. So now the total is how much? 6,000. So friends, remember one thing. So after spending this 800 rupees, the total cost of the cost price of the bicycle will be 6,000, not 5,200. So friends, understood or not? This will not act as a cost price now. This will act as a cost price. That is most important, because while applying a formula, right, many students in the denominator, they substitute 5,200. No, you should not substitute 5,200, because he is spending some more money on the cost price. After buying a bicycle, he was repaired for 800 rupees. He used to repair that cycle for 800. So some amount is adding to the cost price. So the resultant total will be now the new cost price of the bicycle. So now he sells the bicycle for how much rupees? 5,500. By seeing the value itself, you can decide whether it is a profit or a loss. So cost price of the bicycle is 6,000 rupees, but he sold only for 5,500. Then 500 rupees will be the loss. So now we found it's a loss. So we need to find that 500 rupees loss is how much percentage. So we need to find the loss percentage. So always denominator should be the cost price, not this value. You should always consider the cost price as 6,000, right? So 6,000, and then numerator will be loss. So loss will be cost price minus selling price. So the difference will be 500 rupees is the loss. So into 100. So 0, 0, 0, 0, cancel it. So cancel it on 25 divided by 3 percentage. So this will be the loss percentage, or else based upon the options you can write like 1 by 3 percentage, 8 1 by 3 percentage, or else you can directly cancel and write it in a decimal value. So based upon the options, but answer will be the loss percentage will be 25 percentage by 3. So friends, understood or not? Some questions you can able to see the person will purchase a TV for 10,000, television for 10,000 rupees, and then transport charge will be 500 rupees, installation charge will be 1,500 rupees. So now the cost price will not be the 10,000, the cost price will be the total value, 10,000 rupees plus 500 rupees will be transport plus 1,500. So total 12,000. That 12,000 will act as a cost price, not the 10,000 act as a cost price, right? So whatever the amount that he spends on the product which he is buying, so you need to keep on adding it, and the final value will be the cost price of the product, right? So at the denominator, do not write 5,200, you should write this 6,000. This will be the answer for question number 2. Question number 3. A man buys 10 article for 8 and sell them at 1.25 per article. So his gain percentage is. So first what he is doing is he is buying 10 article for 8 rupees, right? So now the cost price. So cost price of 10 article will be 8 rupees. So this 8 rupees will be the total cost price of the 10 article. So now he sells one article for how much? 1.25 is 1.25 per article. So now we need to decide if he sells 10 articles. So 10 into 1.25 or 2.5. So total will be 12.5. So now the total selling price of the 10 article will be 12.5. So what about the cost price? Cost price is 8. Selling price is 12.5, so we can decide it's a profit. So now our target is to find what is the profit percentage. So divided by cost price always, so cost price will be 8, so numerator will be the profit. So how much profit? So 4.5 rupees will be the profit into 100, right? So this can be written as 45 divided by 80 into 100. We can cancel 0 0 here. So cancel it on 450 divided by 8. Cancel it on 2 table 4 times. So 225. So answer will be 225 by 4 percentage. Or else you can further simplify this as 56 1 by 4 percentage, right? So 6% 24. So 2, 20, 22, 25. Yes. So either it can be 56 1 by 4 percentage or 225 by 4 percentage based upon the options, right? So friends, remember one thing, it's easy question, right? I usually say it's very easy question, but in most of the competitive exams, you can able to see these kinds of question, not in competitive campus interviews, or mostly you can able to see this question, right? A man purchased 10 tomatoes for this much rupees. He sells only 5 tomatoes for this much rupees. What is the profit percentage? Or else he buys 10 tomatoes for this much rupees, but he has to sell only out of 10, he has to sell only 5 tomatoes, but he should gain this much of profit. Then what should be the selling price of the tomato? So these kinds of questions are more and more important. So last 2 questions I will be teaching you in this video, or else I can make it as a separate video. Why? Because that is called as a quantity change. So he will buy some articles at some quantity, but he won't sell the total quantity. He sell only the minimum quantity with some profit. So that's an important case for many competitive exams. I will try to teach here, or else I will try to teach on the next video. But you have to remember this point, right? So now answer for this question number 3 will be 56 1 by 4 percentage. So fourth question. So Balu sold his scooter for rupees 10,500 at a gain of 5%. Find the cost price of the scooter. So when just here, he sells a scooter for how much rupees? 10,500, right? Now the selling price has been given in the question. So selling price will be 10,500. So after selling the scooter for 10,500, he got a profit. Is how much? Profit percentage will be 5%. So friends, understood or not, right? Because of selling the scooter for 10,500, he got a profit of 5%. So now our target is to find what is the cost price of the scooter. So listen here, in lesson number 1 itself, I have told you the third formula. So if selling price has been given, profit has been given, how to find the cost price. Or else if the cost price has been given, profit percentage has been given, how to find the selling price. Only one formula, right? So selling price divided by cost price is equals to 100 plus profit percentage divided by 100. That's it. One formula, right? Only one formula we have learnt in the previous lesson, we are applying here, right? So cost price we don't know, keep it as X. So what about the selling price? Selling price of the scooter is 10,500. So is equals to 100 plus profit percentage will be 5 by 100. So 10,500, right? We can move on this X towards right hand side. So this will be 10,500 into 100. So divided by 105. So X is equals to 10,000. So 10,000. So now we got the value of X is equal to 10,000. So which means the cost price of the scooter. So this is the formula method, right? If you want to solve this question in a more simpler way, then I hope you have watched the percentage video, right? Introduction itself I have told you, try to watch lesson number 1 percentage. So there I have told you one shortcut, right? Just see here, we don't know the cost price of the scooter, right? We can take the cost price as 100%. Now from this 100%, he sells the scooter for 5% profit. So total is how much? 105%. So that price will be 10,500. So friends, understood this point or not, right? So how I write this, right? So just listen here. Sorry, how I wrote this. Just listen here. 100% is the cost price. we don't know the cost price, right? But he bought the scooter for some amount. So after that, he kept 5% profit. So 100% plus 5% will be 105%. So that 105% will be the selling price 10,500. So 105% will be 10,500. So now our target is to find the cost price. So cost price will be 100. So when you cross multiply this 10,500 into 100 divided by 105. So again you will get the same answer, 10,000. Right? So either way, either you can solve this question by a formula method or else by a percentage shortcut method, right? So it's your wish, right? Either whatever method that you prefer, you can solve the question. But remember one thing, formula method is also important. That percentage method, some cases in difficult question, we may use this method. Try to learn both the methods. So friends, understood, right? So 100% is the cost price. We don't know the cost price actually, the cost price of the scooter. But from that, he kept 5% profit. So 100 plus 5 will be 105. Now he sold the scooter for 10,500 with 5% profit. So this amount will be 105. So what about the cost price is equal to X cross multiplication. So answer will be 10,000. So this will be the answer for question number 4. So next question. A watch is sold for rupees 880 at a loss of 20%. Find out the cost price of the watch. So previous question, they have given the same data, but it was a profit, but here it is a loss, right? So just remember one thing, what is the selling price of the watch? Selling price of the watch is 880, right? So this will be the selling price of the watch. So because of selling the watch for 880, the person get a loss of how much? 20% is the loss. So now our target is to find what is the cost price of the watch. Same formula, right? Just see here, selling price divided by cost price is equals to 100, but there it was a profit, right? So plus profit percentage, but here it is a loss. So minus of loss percentage divided by 100. That's it, right? Learn only one formula, what I taught in the lesson number 1. You can able to get 4 formulas. Remember one thing, if you take a book, right? So if you didn't believe it, you just take your books, profit and loss, and check this area alone. They have given 4 formulas to find selling price, to find cost price, for the profit, for a loss, again for finding a selling price, for finding a cost price. So totally they have given 4 formulas in your book. I have taught you by just only one formula, you can derive all the 4 formulas. If it is plus, that will be profit. If it is minus, that will be loss. That's it, very simple. You don't want to sit and buy at all the 4 formulas. So each and every quantitative aptitude topic, I have told you not to buy at the formula. So remember how we derived, so that in the exams you won't forget the formula, right? So now if it is a profit, plus, but if it is a loss, minus. That's it, right? So selling price is how much? 880. We need to find the cost price, X. So 100 minus loss. Loss is how much? 20 divided by 100. So X is equals to 880. So into 100 divided by 80. So this can be written as 110. So X is equals to 1100. Because this will be 11 times 00. That's it. So cost price of the watch will be how much? 1100. So because of selling it for 880, you got a loss of 20%. So if we need to solve this same question in a percentage method, yes, you can. So 100% is what? The cost price of the watch. So now he sold the watch for how much loss? 20% loss. If it is a profit, we have to add, right? If it is a loss, subtract. So 100 minus 20 will be 80% loss. So now this he sells the watch with the 80% loss of how much? Rupees 880. So 880 will be 80%. Our target is to find what is the cost price. 100% is equals to X. So 880 into 100 divided by 80. So X is equals to 1100. That's it. So this will be the cost price of the watch. So either you can solve the question by a formula method, or you can solve a question by a formula, that is a percentage method. So this one formula is enough to solve all the most of the question in the profit and loss, because if selling price given or cost price has been given, loss, profit, any values has been given, then you can directly apply in the formula, right? So friends, I have told you I will be teaching last 2 questions in a quantity based, but now I am not going to teach here. I can teach you as a separate video. Next video will be that is the quantity change. So he will be buying some quantity of products, but he won't sell all the quantity. He will sell only minimum quantity with a profit, this much of profit. So those kinds of questions are more and more important for all the medium level competitive exams. Sorry. So that's the reason I didn't teach here, because it's something like huge concepts will be there. So there I will teach you the techniques to solve those kinds of questions. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you really like it, share the video to your friends, those who are preparing for the competitive exams. So definitely all the videos will be useful for them, and most importantly the test series. Do not forget to practice the question what I have given on the test series. Download the application or website. So there inside the quantitative aptitude you can able to see profit and loss. So do not forget to write all the test of quantitative aptitude in all the topics I have given. Each topics I have given 150 200 questions. So do not forget to practice all the questions. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.